There we go. Say hi, JT.
I'm John.
I remember Johnny. Johnny was running the 303X. So, what do we got today, bud? What are we up to?
Brakes, rotors, big dumper.
I think we're gonna do the wheel bearings too, because we get to take all that crap off anyways. So, you ready?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready. Let's get this situated up somewhere here. I'm gonna grab that light. And then, yeah. The light will should be able to turn on the big light. Press it again. There you go. Oh, with both sides? Let's just do the one side. So, power button. Hit that one. And one more time, you do one side. I know, right? I'm still getting used to that. Isn't that awesome? Someone sent me that thing?
Yeah, fuck. That thing's nice.
It is. It's beautiful. So, there's the train. So what we're doing, what is today? March 30th. 30th. So what we gotta do, we gotta pull the caliper off, and literally, it's this one nut that holds it on. It's thread, oh my goodness, thread locked on there. So I'm just gonna use this thing instead of a rat. I don't want to break it. I'm really hoping I don't break it. So we have to take that off, take the pads off. Then we take the hubcap off out the front, loosen the nut off of the spindle, and then the whole hub assembly, rotor, etc. comes off. We got new rotors, we got brake pads, we got wheel bearings. I don't think the wheel bearing's too bad, but it does squeak every now and again on this side for some reason. So we're going to change those while we're in here. Alright, here's powder, get out of it. I hope this comes off clean. Oh, there we go, bud. Got her. Hopefully I didn't take any threads with it, because I get that baby's thread off. We should. I'm gonna grab some paper towel. Oh, you look at that, we already had. We'll just lace them out so we can be organized with our parts. No, didn't take any threads with it. That's awesome. They used yellow thread locker. Huh. That's interesting. They didn't want that coming out of there, eh? Alright, so put that there. I'm gonna grab the hammer and flat it because we gotta pound this out. I'm amazed that's all that holds this in. If you want, JT, you just lightly hit that out of there, and then it should slide out. The whole assembly piece. There we go. Beautiful. I can't believe that is all that holds that caliper in there, eh? That's something else. Something else. Alright. Now this is going to be a little difficult to get off because there's pressure on it. Not bad. Not bad at all. You want to grab that pad out of there? Yep. See the groove, you got to slide it up to that. Perfect. And we'll set this down here. Shouldn't move. Grab this other pad over here. Oh, come on now. Bugger. Oh, come on. You know you want to. There we go. See, yeah, it's wearing unevenly. It tells me the rotor's warped, or the bearing. That seems pretty loose. Look how loose that is. That shouldn't spin that good. Alright. There you go. Oh, I hit my head on the camera. So what we'll do now, get this off the bottom, we'll take the hubcap, just unscrew that. And you can take that right out and just make sure it's over top. There shouldn't be too much in there because it'll just be what's in the tub. Just pull that off. And then get some paper towel for us to use. Alright, where you going? know what? The more stuff I do in the shop, the more I think I should buy some shop gloves.
Oh yeah. Grease monkey gloves.
There we go. Alright. Now we can pop those nuts off. We'll let that drain for a sec there. Show everyone what we're doing here. So JT just took the drain hole off the hubcap. It's obviously draining. Now these don't take grease. This will be the same gear oil as the differential. In this particular truck, it's 75 weight 90. I use full synthetic. Yeah, so now we're gonna take the hub right off just by these 6 bolts. Pull that off, and then you'll see a giant nut in behind there. We'll take that off. That'll free up the wheel bearings and the whole hub, the rotor assembly, and we'll pull that down, and then we'll rip the rotor off. What do you think, bud?
Oh, doing good.
Sound like a plan?
Yes, sir.
All right, I guess might as well start ripping those nuts off. You just go right on ahead there. You take everyone along for the ride with you, bud. Did you get her?
Yeah.
Cool. I love the pink toque, bud.
Oh yeah.
Was that a gift or did you buy it yourself?
Yes.
Well, you know what they say, only real men wear pink.
Yeah.
I wore a pink shirt when I got married.
You did.
So did you. Battery. Yeah. They're wearing down way down. Oh. I think the other side's gonna be the same way. It seems to be just the back one. Oh no, it's this one too. Good indication of a warped rotor. Or, yeah. Or the wheel bearing. You usually hear some squealing though. You got her off?
Yep.
Alright. Seems like it should be a bigger cotter key in there. Come on. Bend you in a little bit. Oh, stop it. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna rip that big girl out of there. There's a giant socket for it. Oh, look at that.
There we go.
Here's that lovely washer. Alright, so go ahead and put that right there. I think we'll get some paper towel laid out here so we can drop this thing down. There's the bearing. It's a little worn and a little dirty. Yeah, that rotor's in rough shape. Not looking too good. Yeah, we'll let that drain a little bit into that pan, and then we'll pull that off and just put these face down, and then we'll pull the seal out the back, and pull that back bearing out. I wonder if it'll slide. Yeah. Pass me that hammer time. Give her a few blood taps. We're just trying to get the seal loose off of the spin builder. coming. Here we go. Here. We'll set her down. Oh, the seal's stuck on there. Oh well. Lift this up like that. Heavy. That's just lovely. Look at that. It doesn't look bad, but I think they're original. We got 300,000 K on the trucks. It's coming. I was gonna say that seal's probably still good, but yeah, no.
No.
I think this has been leaking.
That's it.
It's hard to say, but I think it is. See the way these seals work? Is this part will spin separately from the outside. Like the outside being this piece and the inside being this one. They spin separately. That way this will sit on the spindle and stay with it, and this part will spin with the hub assembly. So you'd be so proud. Did you watch the video with the 906 where I did the differentials?
Oh, a little bit.
Not even one swear. And that was genuine.
Nice.
Oh man. That's just filthy. Wow, man. That's pretty crazy considering this truck has never been driven in the winter. Well, at least since I've owned it. Yeah, I think that seal was leaking. Alright, so we'll clean this spindle up. I'm gonna load up our gun with the proper socket we need and battery. Okay. I'm gonna pull that rotor out. That was that should be super fun getting that off. So I wonder how many of these will actually break free. Make sure we're loosening it. Oh yeah. There's one. Just put them right by the track there. That's lovely. Oh, I love the impact. Just, it's a thing of beauty. Ooh, it almost went right inside the hub. That side was loose. That's
right.
It's a little sketchy. Here's the washer. Beautiful. Really? Washer. Oh, come on. No. It's actually come out a lot better than I thought it would. I probably shouldn't have said that because there's still 5 bolts to take out. Yeah, because sometimes if they're really stuck in there, you may have to heat up the outside of the cavity there that the bolt goes into. This side's just coming out like nothing. Two more to go, bud. One more. Let me wipe that off there. Don't want to get oil on these nuts either. Just put them back in. No, thank you. That is just beautiful. I thought that was going to be a video in all in itself. Just getting that rotor off of there. So now, I wish you had an option to shut this light off because it drives bonkers. Alright, and then we need our trusty hammer time because that's going to get seized on there. She's seized on there, let's see. Alright, so we're going to turn it on its side. See where she's stuck. It's literally pretty much just kind of hugging the hub. It's coming free though. Yeah. Well, that came off there better than I was expecting. So that's all that holds it in is that cotter key. And these nuts back in here with our brand spanking new rotor. Look at that. It shouldn't rust as bad in there now. Here's our old rotor. A little rough shape. Alright. Well, you're doing that. I'm gonna grab the battery for our impact, which I need to get more batteries. They're just so bloody expensive. It's 20 volts. They want like 200 some bucks for two of these. That's just crazy. Crazy. I think we're good here. Oh my goodness. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, we're good enough. Excellent job, JP. Excellent. Get this nice and tight. We're gonna do it just like a tire rim. Sip of tea. Yeah. Oh, some good tea. Good stuff. Alright, so we'll grab the bearing. What kind of oil is that?
75W9.
See, that's the same as the diff. That's what the bearings have in it. Now these ones come with the cone, race, whatever you want to call it. And they come pre-packed. But we're gonna pack her anyway. So now that we got the race is in there and whatnot, I'm just gonna seat that right in there. Bam, just like that. A bit of a turn. Oh yeah, she's good and lubed. She's good and lubed. Now we're gonna get our seal, that green box there. We're just gonna lightly tap that in there. We don't have to get it all the way in because that's the point of torquing it down. They do have special tools you could buy for this, but you really don't need it. You gotta be careful because that's pretty thin. Now even those special tools to put it in, they don't work as well as putting this hub back on here. So that seal will actually sit on this side. So this will actually press it in. So you don't have to worry about getting it all the way in there. Anyways, we're gonna, man, this should be fun. All right, you ready, bud?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll tip around down a little bit. There we go. That went easy, right?
Yeah.
All right, just hold her up there. I'm gonna grab the bearing. All right, well, we got that all packed full of gear oil / bearing oil. There we go. All right, they're nice and clean. You can see the keyway there. You can just plop that in. Perfect. So I want to make sure you don't have crud on these, and sand, rust, etc. Because that's just going to get into your bearings, and we don't want that. Isn't that right, JT? Yeah. We'll put our nut on. Now we need our torque wrench. This. It was 200 foot-pounds, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not more than that.
Oh yeah.
We have to break out the beast torque wrench. And that thing's freaking heavy. Yeah, it's like 4 feet long. It's super expensive. So now, JT is gonna spin the hub as we're torquing this down so the bearing and the seal seat evenly. It'll start getting hard pretty fast. Right now we're just basically pushing that seal in. The bearings are fairly seated, but the seal is not completely seated, but it will be here shortly. All right, okay, we're getting close. Can it spin?
Fuck no.
There we go. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna loosen that off. About a quarter turn. Now we're gonna retorque that 50 foot-pounds. So we're gonna retorque that to 50, which is just that little bit. All right, so now the torque comes completely out of it. It's all gonna be based on spinning. So obviously we got to loosen it a little bit. Still a little tight, eh?
Yeah.
Check it out.
That is lawless resistance.
You don't want it as loose as what it was. That's pretty good. Remember before when I'd spin it like that, it just kept going like a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
That's just way too loose. So it's pretty close to the where the cotter key goes in. So basically, all this is a castle nut like this, and the cotter key will go through the hole on the spindle. Come with the other side, and you bend it back, and it'll stop the nut, the castle nut, from backing off. But I think that's pretty good. Right where it's sitting, and we're lined up already. All right, here, I'm gonna go grab another cotter key. This truck is a whole lot bigger than what it looks, man. Mine this side's jacked up about 6 inches. But it's still 6 feet tall right at the hood, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's got a much bigger box than any other GM I've seen on it. Kind of sucks. I wish it had a smaller one with fold down sides with the barn doors. something it was a lot lighter. I like that it's steel because we do load concrete and stuff in there, but it's alright. Oops. So now we'll just bend this way. So we only need to bend the one. The other one is much shorter. Basically just something to stop it from backing off. There we go. Because that won't interfere with the hubcap at all. So that's good enough for the girls I roll with. That nut won't back off. So maybe what we'll do is we will get this, grab some brake clean and just clean that off lightly, get any dirt. You playing cameraman today?
Oh yeah.
There you go. We're recording. Hey, I think I was saying before the battery died. All we gotta do is take the caps off of our master cylinder, and now we can just push in those pistons. But we need a tool to do that for us. Giant C-clamp. All I'm gonna do is slide the old one in there, like so. You got that C-clamp?
Mm-hmm.
Set that down. Now all I'm gonna do is use this clamp to push the piston back in. There we go. And we're done. She's pushed in. Now we can just slide this on. There we go. Now we gotta put, remember our lovely locking mechanism? Just make sure it's locked in down here, which it is. We'll put our new mechanism back in there. And it goes like this. Like so. There we go. And this. So now, oh, come on, girly. I still can't believe that's all that locks that caliper in there. Now that nut that came out of there, we are going to thread lock the hell out of that. Yeah, so that's all that holds that friggin' caliper on, and that little bracket, and the bracket's all that holds that little caliper on. So we are going to put a ton of thread lock on there. Not a ton, but we're definitely not going to use it sparingly, I'll tell you that much. Chunk on there. There we go. Yeah, I think it needs to be charged again. Now this we want nice and tight, but not crazy tight. We want it like definitely nice and really snug tight, because you can strip this out pretty easily. That's why you go so slow at the end. All right, now the super fun part. We gotta get that heavy ass tire back on there. All right, now everyone can watch us struggle to put this tire back in. Actually make these tires lift for these bigger trucks. Even now in the back of the wheel, you can pull the you can pull both of the tires off in one shot. And close. Nice thing to do it still. There we go. I wish I could get it lined up with the hub, but first I'm going to put a nut or two on there. Heavy, huh? Alright. Just like so. It's getting it up there that's hard. Story of my life, eh? Getting it up, that's hard. No pun? No comment to that one? Oh, I guess you're 20, you don't have a comment to that.
Oh, yeah.
There's no little blue pill in your future?
You never know.
Well, hopefully there's not one in mine, but I will take one if I have to.
That's right.
You know what sucks? What's wrong with this picture? We have a tire on there that's not painted.
Oh, a little ahead of ourselves there.
Yeah, so I think we'll pull the tire back off and we'll do the hubcap seals and collar a day. Because I think all we'll have to do is just actually, you know what? I'll paint them on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then all we gotta do is cover the hub and then just put a little bit of tape around the bolts. But at least this way I'll be able to pull the thing out of here so you can get your car in and do whatever it is you gotta do to it. That would have, that's funny. Oh, we still gotta paint the back tire. Maybe we'll do your car and then I'll pull this thing back in here.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to because I don't think it's gonna be as nice as tomorrow. End of March. I think we're a couple weeks away and then all the frost will be out of the ground. And we start moving some dirt. It's exciting, to say the least. Yeah, hey, check your kingpins too, eh? You can put the big pry bar under there and just start lifting up and down. And just have someone go underneath there and see if the kingpin's moving at all. I already checked it, it's not moving. It was fun to do it by myself. But yeah, I checked them, they're good. Kingpins are good. That's a good cup of tea right there, but. Alright, so what we do is when we do the hubcap, we're going to do all the RTUV sealant on the hubcap itself. So we put a little bit on the hubcap, and we put the gasket on, put a little bit on the gasket, apply it onto there. But what we got to do first, we really don't want to spray inside of there. And maybe get a little bit. Just to clean any oil or anything that's on the spot where the gasket's going. The reason why you want to use carburetor cleaner or a gasket or brake cleaner is because it disintegrates rapidly. So that way it's not going to be something wet sitting on that surface here. So you don't need much of it, so it's worth to go put it up there. That's why we're using that RTD, so it takes a little. First thing first, same thing with that. I'm going to grab a little rag ski. You only have one shot at this, because usually after you open that RTD seal, it's garbage. You do what you can, and then move on. Alright, so we'll grab that RTD sealant, take the main line, go to the center. And then kind of go around the bolt. And go all the way around. Nice. Doesn't have to be super pretty. see that little gap there in between that circle?
Oh yeah.
You don't want to fill that in. Alright. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we put the gasket on, and then we do that same pattern again, and then we put it on the hub, and that's it. So let's do that.